am doing more Danganronpa with allergy brain. Blue color weak spots will start appearing. Call the weak spots you've seen up until now are you spots. Blue color weak spots will be called agree spots. Shooting agree spots with true bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. And arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the true bullets you prove the other person's testimony is correct. Logically sound agreement, okay. I got it. Blue means you agree, that's all I gotta say. I don't remember their accounts.
Since Pekka was in the office, she could have caused a blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
I forgot how to change the assist button.
Huh? Why is it impossible? Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
No, I think Pekko is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Pekko.
Yeah, it's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Pekko's alibi.
Trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started. And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Pekko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Pekko. I guess that would be... true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you are so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners? Or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Okay, you're gonna speak.
How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I said it's fine. But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something? As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited?
He's just a bad issue.
Stop it.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
So, worthy of question.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could
You
have
are a
tripped the
nurse.
breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
Question is whether Pico's stomachache was a coincidence or someone unintentionally caused it. Like I wanted the trial could change drastically. Well, it was the thermostat overloading the breaker, causing it to blow fuse. Don't ever let me see the embarrassing pose again.
Did you eat anything weird?
Frick.
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How's
I missed.
I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
That's what I figured.
Crap.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
I just don't know what
Now that you
you're
mention
getting at.
He brought food to the office. Just
Again, I'm one step ahead. It's
There
the
might have
AC
been some
timer.
laxatives in it, don't
It was that,
No,
okay.
that's wrong.
Break.
No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining
Except,
hall.
you know, but the people ate it too.
Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well. I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene. Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Cease this bickering! Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout. Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us. Trashy skank?
As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself wasn't really important. Which was actually important. And make it clear without the blackout occurred. The AC timer. Make your argument. Okay, we'll listen to what they have to say.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head. Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably
The
messed
irons.
with the breaker.
Yes, no, time would be
Does
that
not
one.
have to be the breaker. They may
Here
have
we go.
tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
No. Yes, no.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
I forget both of those accounts.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They overloaded it. Now I messed with the breaker.
They may have tampered with the power supply, or maybe they.
Thank you, thank you.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge. Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout.
When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Are you okay?
Hold on a second, let me speak too!
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
We're bros, bro. AC timer will be the one we're using here. Zero to 2, let's go.
The irons in the storage room caused the blackout.
How do you slice?
Then for
I
the
forgot.
killer to turn the irons off, you're saying they went all the way to the storage? Then that means everyone who was in the when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able. If the irons caused the blackout,
Allow me to cut through those words.
How literal.
The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
air conditioners!
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham Hands died around that time too.
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see. I understand. Indubitably.
Does not work right in the very tip, huh? Or usually press it, you know. That's fun.
Indubitably?
They probably
Aren't
checked
you
the old
royalty?
building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
What are you doing?
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
Dun dun dun! Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet! I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. But even so, I feel regret. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry. Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
Huh?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all. In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress. Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Unfortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too! Please, take me home already! I want to go home and eat candy! Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
But like, why?
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong. I think.
Did you say something?
'Cause we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
You know who the killer is?
Yes.
Killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Before. Judging on how the killer got close to the table? Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint, in order to do that, they needed to get close to the table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. My hero's diagram might be useful here.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right?
Just as I thought, the diagram is a clue. Who the killer is and how they're able to move to the table in the dark. It was shown in the diagram. That's how the killer was able to move the table in the dark. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark. Spot selection. The wire.
Crap!
I'm gonna leave the lamp, not the wire. Oh my god, dude, this is so floaty.
Here! The killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
Of course, there's no way they used the lamp light. The killer actually used the power cord.
I can prove it with this. They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Who?
One person here could have done it. That was the only person, but you wanted to say Nagito?
Crap!
Okay, I guess let's say Nagito.
You're the only one! Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
I have a chance to have the knife on the table when was cleaning.
I see.
Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously! That's all just a coincidence!
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
Be honest, I already prepared the drawing because I assumed something like this would happen. Go through the trouble preparing this, just what do you think would happen? Whoever does the chopsticks with the red mark on it will be in charge of the cleaning, okay? Does that sound fair?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already!
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito, say something!
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! Ah, how wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Huh?
Those eyes. Remember Nagito's eyes? Darkness in his eyes shone brightly as if layers upon layers of darkness were folded into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out. But with a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery. Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously!
Okay, but like then you toss a knife to the child and the child stabbed him, right?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Me? Lie? That's outrageous! There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless. I'm too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. Too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
Pardon?
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
Which guy is he? Is he the real Nagito?
Hey Nagito, if you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions.
How about the old looking building near the hotel? I'm just cleaning, leave it to me, I'm actually pretty good at it.
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
I did save, huh? We've done this already. Please save me the pity.
Oh, I get it. If Pekka was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions, was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
Huh? What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human. I see!
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
This is a fake Nagito. I'm trying to see where they're going with it.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know? At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty, just like I wanted.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed, oh, the despair it brings. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter. That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this psycho.
Please, Monokuma!
Please, wait!
Huh? The fuck?
How should I put this? Is Nagito really the killer?
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but there's just something a little strange. If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke. I'm sorry.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
But we know who the killer is.
Simply listening is
Base Gundam.
acceptable. However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
From this point on, what lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions? Yes, I know that this is an effort for Deo. Just blast them, I understand.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
What button is it? Hey, it didn't work.
He has already confessed.
you know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it.
It's A, but...
Byakuya with the knife he hit.
Oh, never mind. Thanks for wasting our time, skanky bitch!
Then let's prepare to cast our votes.
It's the knife. I'm still trying to figure out why I can't shoot the things.
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed. You know,
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with a knife.
No, that's wrong! That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Mikon?
What the hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
but based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife!
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse.
Not a whorehouse!
Hey, why are you threatening her?
Is this what you're trying to say, Mikon? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
Could be the gremlin.
Hey, don't blame me. Mikon's the one who said it.
I'm sorry. Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding something?
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
Who knows?
After all this, what else
I'm
do
gonna
you
slash marker. I
intend
gotta
to
walk away
hide?
for a second. I gotta walk away for a minute, so I'm gonna do slash marker. No, another half hour when I get back.